Evening, Jake.
Hello, Sam.
So today, I was wondering, does the Big Bang prove God's existence?
I was just thinking about that too, Sam.
How strange.
Yes.
Very strange indeed.
It is very strange.
Let's find out.
Modern science reveals that the universe has fundamental forces that are delicately balanced or fine-tuned in order for the universe to support life. Many of the constants of nature, such as the force of gravity or the rate at which the universe is expanding, are fine-tuned for life to exist. The slightest variation in any of these constants would mean that a life-permitting universe would not be possible. This is also known as the Anthropic Principle. As a group, we aim to successfully assess whether the fine-tuning of the universe provides evidence for God's existence. This will be achieved by discussing a range of expert perspectives on the issue, assessing arguments both for and against Christianity.
Jordan, can you please explain to me the argument against God's existence?
Yes, Jake. I sure can.
Fine-tuning principle is sometimes referred to using the analogy of tennis. This uses simple ideas of physical laws being unchangeable. Whether being applied to a tennis ball or planet, they can never be broken. That is what creates controversy within religion and science. These physical laws in themselves provide a reasoning for the existence of the universe, being that it simply must have been made due to the set laws of nature. This argument made by Stephen Hawking suggests that the Big Bang and creation of the universe does not provide evidence for God's existence, and instead that the universe created itself.
The simplest explanation is, there is no God. No one created the universe, and no one directs our fate.
Wow, that's really fascinating. But what about the argument for God's existence?
Got you covered there, Jake.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
This argument can be similarly countered by the hole analogy. That is, if you are trying to make a hill on flat ground, the byproduct of this hill is an equally large hole, i.e. an anti-hill. But when looking at the creation of the universe, there is no evidence to suggest an equally large anti-universe as a byproduct of creation. This analogy suggests that the creation of the universe must have been made outside of the laws of nature, and therefore supports a boundless entity called God.
So Jordan, what do you think on the matter of God's existence?
Well,
God's existence comes down to what faith you have and the ability you believe God to have. For example, if God in your mind were to be bound by the rules of time and space, then it would be impossible for him to have created the universe because he could not have existed in space before time itself. But if, as a Christian, you believe that God is timeless, as is interpreted in 2 Peter chapter 3, then it is indeed possible. This same principle applies to almost all arguments that scientists and theorists provide, in that if you believe God to be above these laws, then yes, it is very possible for him to create the universe via the Big Bang.
Thanks for your time here today, Jordan.
no worries.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just hurt me, till I can get my satisfaction.
Hey, Jake.
Hi, Sam.
Today I was wondering, does the Big Bang prove of God's existence?
That was so bad.
What am I going to say? Yeah? Let's find out. Yeah.
No, that's not... What's this for?
Let's find out. Oh my god, it doesn't work at all. Let's find out.
Wow, that's fascinating. I forgot what I had to say. Wow, that's fascinating. But what about any evidence for God's existence? No, that's you messed up.
You can just cut it short.
Do I say something before that?
So, no, you say so, Jordan.
So Jordan, that's... We're gonna have to start again.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction.